So we were just going to talk about, yesterday we started talking about the fast of the firstborns. And now we're going to start talking about, well, the fact is we are in the middle of the fact of the firstborns. I'm doing a screen, either you can open Mishnah Berurah or you can do a screen share. And that's we're up to Bays in the fast of the firstborns. Okay. Now we did speak yesterday that this year there will be a problem of a firstborn. I guess in Aish there won't be a problem. Someone will make a siyum. Most people are stuck at home and there's no siyum. So therefore we said either you could give tzedakah or you could go ahead and hear it over the telephone, apparently. All right. We are up to. Let me get rid of this. It's not listening to me. Oh, there you go. Okay. So, do you guys see yourself, by the way, Akivamir?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, we could go like that.
So the whole side of your screen over there by the Mishnah Berurah is blocked off by the video.
Not anymore, right? I took it off.
No, it's
it's blocked off by my video, so you can't read this. What do you do?
Right, I can.
Now, could you see it, Mishnah Berurah?
Except the corner, but whatever.
Really?
Teresh right?
Yes. So now.
No, it doesn't matter because the videos are in the corner, so they block whatever part of the.
So now I'll show you what I'll do in a minute. Hold on, I'll just do the desktop. Now.
That's that's better.
Okay, fine. Okay. Imchal Erev Pesach. Hold on, I gotta get my anointing thingy back.
Sure. I mean, if
okay, no, it's not it. Spotlight. Okay. Yeah. Imchal Erev Pesach b'Shabbos. If Erev Pesach falls out on, it's getting annoying. Imchal Erev Pesach b'Shabbos. If Erev Pesach falls out on Shabbos, Emish Misanin, Shabbos Misanin be'Erev Pesach. Gosh. Imchal Erev Pesach b'Shabbos, Eish Emish Misanin be'Chayris b'Yom Hey. So the problem is, if let's say Erev Pesach is Shabbos, and on Shabbos, you're not supposed to. And on Shabbos, you're not supposed to fast, right?
Okay.
So, so the halacha is that you should go ahead and start fasting on Thursday. The Yeshayimrim, that it's a deicha, it's pushed off, and since it's being pushed off, you don't have to do it at all. The Rama says you should go with the first one, and you don't get off, and you have to fast Thursday. So the last part of the Rama is dealing with the following problem. What happens if it's a katan, if it's a child? The child doesn't fast. So you would really think that the child, that's the case, so you don't do it till the age of 13, like any other fast. All other fasts, right? All other fasts, we don't do that. All other fasts, we don't do that. And all other fasts, the child's not 13. Okay, so what? The child is not 13. So, so we say on that is that over here it's a little different, and the halacha is that a mother should fast for a child who is a bachar. Hold on. Now, yeah. Now it depends. That's what he's trying to say. It depends. If the father is a bachar, he has to fast for himself. And so he can't fast for his child. He has to fast for himself. His fast won't count as a double fast. So if a father is a bachar, then the mother should fast for the child who's a firstborn until he's 13. However, if the father is not a bachar, then the father should be the one. To go ahead and fast. And now we're going to go to the Mishnah Berurah, as long as I could pull up this, the anointing thing. Where did it go? Great. Here you go. I don't know why it's not going. Okay. Whatever. You see my mouse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. So this is the mouse. Now we're going to go to the Mishnah Berurah. Erev Pesach b'Shabbos. Allah, we said that Erev Pesach is on a Shabbos, then one should fast on a Thursday. However, if Erev Shabbos is Erev Pesach, meaning Pesach is a Shabbos, therefore, at that point you should just fast regular on Friday. It's pretty unusual to fast on a Friday. However, it's totally permitted. It could happen one time a year, and therefore, one should go ahead and do it. Now we go on.
Instead of pushing it back 2 days?
Yes, instead of pushing it back to Thursday, 1 day. But Shabbos, we don't push off. What?
But if Erev Pesach is Shabbos,
Erev Pesach Shabbos, then you go to Thursday.
Back 2 days.
Right. That is true. That is any other time. Any time like Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av would be then a fast Sunday. But
Tisha B'Av was Shabbos this year.
Tisha B'Av is Shabbos this year?
This past year.
This past year. So we fast Sunday. That's something. But there are times when something is a Shabbos, we push it back 2 days. Other fast days, I think, goes to Thursday, not to Sunday. Okay. Because Tisha B'Av is technicality, because Tisha B'Av, then the 9 days aren't over, right? That means you can fast Thursday, Tisha B'Av, and then Friday is still middle of the 9 days. So you can't really, what's the point of that? Hey, the light, yeah, so the luck is that you go on Thursday. The light b'yom vav, not on Thursday, not on Friday. Your exact question. Since it's not a good time, once we're pushing it off, why push it to Friday? Push it off another day. And if whatever the reason is, it's hard for you to fast on Thursday because it's going to be very complicated to clean the night because the night is b'dikas chametz. So if you fast the whole day and you can't eat after nightfall, you're not allowed to go eat. So therefore, that means you're going to be fasting the whole day. Plus, you're going to fast the entire time when we search for the chametz. That's too lengthy, and people are going to get a little. You won't do a good job checking. Therefore, then and also remember, it's funny. This whole thing, the whole idea of checking for chametz. I don't know this whole idea of our modern day checking for chametz for days at end before. I'm not sure if they did that. Could be very possible. They used to check b'dikas chametz. That's when they went around checking, and it could be very hard on physically to check an entire house. So if you're fasting the entire day, it's going to be really hard. You're not allowed to eat before the b'dika. You should go ahead and eat a little before the b'dika. So he's saying he's permitting you to eat before the b'dika after the fast of the firstborns if it's pushed off to Thursday, if you're going to find it too hard to do the b'dika. So that's good to know. Zayin. She'enam. Okay, we're up to Ches. Av Bechar.
I know the top of that head.
Say again?
I said I know the top of that head.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, you have to come on. Okay, we're up to Tess. I need to go. He'imis Aneh. Sorry, Ches. Kishav Bechar. So we said if the father is the Bechar, then the mother should fast. Again, because the halacha is that a child can fast. So we should have the child. The halacha is that the child is not allowed to fast because he can't fast. He's under 13. So someone else is going to have to fast for this child under 13 for the Erev Pesach, Tainus, the fast of the firstborns. The father is the one that's supposed to do it. However, if the father himself is a bachar, he's fasting for himself. So he can't really fulfill the obligation of his son by his own fast because his fast is taking care for himself. Therefore, the mother should fast. Tess, ha'emsan, in that case, the mother should fast, says Mishnah Berurah. Beishma paiskim shekasvu. There are some of the rabbis that write the inserechus anis the tiny sa'ab oil gam b'shvil b'noy. Now, what that we just said, that someone cannot go ahead and the two fasts cannot work for one fast cannot work for two first people, the father and the son. Some people argue that and say it's fine that one fast will cover the son. And for sure, in a place where the mother is going to have to pain herself to fast and she has to prepare for Pesach, it's fine. We could be lenient. And for sure, if she is pregnant or nursing, and therefore therefore one should go ahead and do it, and the father should do it instead of the mother. Or in other cases, if there's no father, unfortunately, no one's going to fast, and it's fine. It's going to be hard for her. She should not fast. And let's say she just gave birth in the past 30 days. She should not fast. And this is another common halacha that once you do one thing one time, you have to continue doing it. So if she did do 1 year, her husband was a bachar, so he's fasting for himself. She decided this year I'm going to go ahead and fast for my son, who's a firstborn. Once she starts doing it, she has to continue doing it unless she's matineder, unless she annuls the vow. Now, how often do you have to? How many years do you have to fast? Does a father have to fast or a mother have to fast for the son, who is a firstborn? That is at Shigdal until he grows up, meaning 13. Says the Mishnah Berurah. However, if you have a firstborn born a month within Pesach, let's say he is born on Rosh Chodesh, in 2 weeks will be Pesach. Does the father have to fast for his son, this newborn firstborn? The halacha is no. If it's in the first 30 days, the halacha usually comes to a child. In the first 30 days, you don't really view it as a living child, because it used to be that within the first 30 days was a very unknown time for a child. A lot of times they did not survive the first 30 days. Therefore, you do not have to fast. Now, we're going on to the idea that nowadays no one really fasts. We all go to a siyum. In shul, you join in a sudas mitzvah, and since you join in a suudah, you join in a meal, which is a mitzvah, that takes, and sort of there is a obligation now to eat. You do not have to fast, and therefore that is usually the way the firstborns get out of it. Could the firstborns go partake in a suudas mitzvah, in a meal which is a mitzvah? It depends where you live. Some places are stringent and they should not partake in a sudas mitzvah, and they should fast entire erev Pesach. If they wish to go ahead and eat by a sudas pidyon ben, which is a type of a mitzvah, a bris milah, which is another one, tzar chatera. So let's say in a case that someone who took up, he's in a town, and the custom of the town is for the firstborns to go ahead and actually not partake in the suda, and rather they should fast. And he happens, and they don't make a siyum, but one day, one erev Pesach, there happens to be a bris milah on a Friday, on erev Pesach, or rather there's a pidyon haben. They redeem the firstborn, which is definitely a sudas mitzvah, and he wants to partake in it. But the past years he used to fast. He would have to annul his heter. He'll have to annul his vow, because the previous years when he fasted, as if he took upon himself, I will fast every year in a form of a vow. However, if ba'avi haben, let's say the father is a bachar and he's doing a bris to his son on erev Pesach, or the moel, or the samdik, one that holds a child, they do not need a hatara. They do not have to annul their vow of the previous years that they fasted every single year. Because it's considered like a holiday for them. However, he says, even though they do not have to annul their vow, they have to make it up. And they'll have to make it up after Pesach. So let me get rid of this. V'yesh mikomos, and there are some places. V'yesh mikomos mitzvah. That's pretty much the custom of the world today, that the firstborns do not fast, and they partake in the sudas mitzvah of a mitzvah. That yes, we are very, very lenient today. Now, a siyum, a siyum of a mesechta, the siyum, when one goes ahead and has a meal, and you're celebrating the finishing of a mesechta, a full tractate of the Talmud, it's not as high as a level as a sudas mitzvah of a bris milah, but it is a sudas mitzvah nevertheless. Therefore, he uses the word af. Even a sudas siyum of a mesechta, they themselves didn't learn it. Since it's a sudas mitzvah for the ones who actually finished it, they start from the sudas side. Then they could join in his simcha, they join in his happiness. And the custom is for them to listen into the last mesech, the last few words of the mesechta that the ones who are finished recite. They recite the hadron, and then they could join in. And again, we spoke about this year. You can listen over the phone, perhaps. Now we're going to just finish this off. Gimel,
Can
Ha'istinus.
I go back and ask a question
Sure, yeah, sure.
about, just to clarify? You're saying by the father who was a bachar, but he's making a bris milah for his son?
No, that was just,
That he would have,
yes, correct.
you say that he would have to fast later, some other time.
That's what he says. He says,
Like
which is a little funny, but no different.
he's got a kindness on credit or something.
Yeah, it's just a little funny. So why is that different than the Bechayrim who do it nowadays? I think the difference is that he took upon himself like a neder, as a neder, to fast every single year. So now he doesn't have to fast he's not allowed to fast if he wanted to. He has to partake in the siyum. He has to partake, in the bris milah. However, he has to make it up because he's supposed to do it. This is opposed to nowadays the custom not to fast altogether. The custom is not to fast. There is no neder to fast. You're going to go to the siyum.
Right. But that would be after the whole 8 days of Pesach.
Yes, it would be after the holy days of Pesach. That's correct. He'll make up after 8 days of Pesach. Alternatively, he could be after neder, perhaps. I'm assuming I'm not sure if it's a little funny because the one that fasted every single year, the one that fasted for the past 10 years, and now he wants to eat by Sudas Mitzvah, Bris Milah, or Pidyon Ben, he just has to be mater neder. He doesn't have to make it up again, right? The one who has an obligation to eat today, he has to make it up again. That's what it seems like, right? So it's a little funny, but I'm assuming the father could, if the father would go ahead and be mater neder, perhaps then it definitely would be. I'm assuming, I'm going to make an assumption there, that he would not have to make it up. Let me look it up over here. Hold on. No, it doesn't really explain it. All right. Okay. All right. Let's finish off. This is just stam, is that someone who's very finicky and he knows that if he eats a little bit on Pesach, he will go ahead and he's not going to be able to eat any matzah that night, which is a mitzvah. It's a daraisa. It's a biblical commandment. He shouldn't eat anything erev Pesach in order. He should eat the matzah with a great zest, with a lot of taste. Yud Aleph istinus pirish ish mefunik. What's an istinus? Someone who's very finicky. Someone who, if he eats a little that night, he'll have no appetite. However, if Erev Pesach ends up being Shabbos, meaning Pesach is a Sunday, Erev Pesach is Shabbos, you should not push ahead. You shouldn't push off the Suda of Shabbos, the meal of Shabbos, in order that that night you should eat with a great appetite. Just eat very little. Let's say therefore, the point is that you should minimize your eating Erev Pesach, if you know yourself as much as you know yourself, in order that you come to Pesach with a huge appetite and eat the matzah, which is a mitzvah. Okay.
Are we not allowed to eat chatzos on Erev Pesach?
No. So it's not, no. So we learned that no. So you are allowed to eat after chatzos. You're not allowed to eat bread, which is a little hard to eat at because you're not allowed to eat matzah all day. That's number one. You're not allowed to eat anything heavy, any mezainis or washing, which they explained like egg matzah. And perhaps you could do that after the 10th hour, which is around 5 o'clock usually. Before that, you could eat.
First the Shabbos anyway, you should do it earlier.
Same thing, right? Okay. Thanks everyone for coming on. And not tomorrow, I guess tomorrow's Friday. I don't think I'll be doing Sunday. Maybe we'll see Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure. I'm assuming Monday. Same link. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And Nachshon, stay safe. If you're there, Nachshon. All right. Okay. I'm going to end the meeting now.